I don't know how this sounds. I want to go have an anxiety attack, but this is supposed to be something. Oh. We have... Smell. Do you hear that? Crackling of a candle. Oh, fuck. They just turned it off. I was smelling too intensely. No, please. Okay, fine. Okay, I guess I can't hear a crackling of a candle. Oh wait, we have inorganic sounds. Hello there. Hi. Hello. I'm just trying to use my nerves. Oh wait, we have tea. We have crony. We have tea and crony. Alright, It's fine, no one's there. So, what's the purpose? Why am I doing this? I'm having this existential crisis. The reason we're doing this is because I wanted to read. It feels like, what if I don't finish it? What if I don't have time? There's not that many. There's just, I don't know. Alright, so, what if I'm too loud? What if I'm too quiet? What if everything's wrong? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Whatever. I guess I'm the one who's winning because I get to read. And you get to suffer instead. But I don't want you suffering, that's the issue. I want to be able to watch my own content. If I can't, then I'm suffering. Kiss crony. Yep, just kiss. Okay, no, okay. The Trial for Murder. Charles Dickens. I'm just not gonna look at the screen. So, nothing is. I don't know why I'm so anxious. The Trial for Murder. I have always noticed a prevalent want of courage, even among, maybe it's because I don't feel anything on my I need crony on my stomach. Yeah. The bird. Fuck it, the bird. I have a Duolingo plushie. It feels weird to have like no cushion there, like nothing to hug. It feels very weird. It doesn't feel right. Like I need to squeeze something in my lap. Will I cut this out? Fuck no. Why? Because it's real. Sooth. Okay. Okay, thank God I have the big shibe. Okay, so, the Trial for Murder. I have always noticed a prevalent want of courage, even among persons of, ulterior intelligence and culture, as imparting their own psychological experiences when those have been of a strange sort. So, I've always known a prevalent want of courage. So, what he's trying to say is, like, no, there's no courage, or there's a desire, but there's not an expression of it. Almost all men, are afraid that what they could relate in such wise would find no parallel or response in a listener's internal life, and might be suspected or laughed at. A truthful traveler who should have been a truthful traveler who should have seen some extraordinary creature in the likeness of a sea serpent, would have no fear of mentioning it, but the same traveler, having had some singular presentiment, impulse, vagary of thought, vision, so-called, dream, or other remarkable mental impression, basically any, I guess he's trying to say, hey, mental health is stigmatized, would hesitate considerably before he would own to it. People are filled with prejudice. But it depends. If you're in good company, then it's okay. But, we are on the internet. Hello. Fourth wall break. To this retinence. I don't know what retinence means. That gives me anxiety. I fucking hate my life. Uh-oh. Let me open another incognito tab. Yeah, sure. Because then you don't see it. Retinence, meaning. Retinence definition means the quality of being reserved, restraint, shyness, modesty, distance. The traditional emotional reticence of the British. The traditional reticence, pardon me. Reticence. I attribute we do not habitually communicate our experience with. I attribute what? To this modesty or hesitance, I attribute much of the obscurity in which such subjects are involved. We do not habitually communicate our experience of these subjective things as we do our experiences of objective creation. So like living beings versus sensations we feel in the body. Well, this is outdated literature, so, you know, Gabor Mate's book addresses this. The consequences is that the general stock of experience in this regard, I thought this would be more storybook-like, and I was wrong. Fuck. The stock, that the general, this feels like fucking Nietzsche, bro, I did not sign up for this. That the general stock of experience, and I love Nietzsche, but please, that the general stock of experience in this regard appears exceptional, and really so is, in respect of being miserably imperfect. In what I am going to relate, I have no intention of setting up, opposing, or supporting any theory whatsoever. Oh. Well, you sound courteous. I know the history of the bookseller of Berlin. Oh, Germany mentioned. I have studied the case of the life of a late astronomer, royal as related by Sir David Brewster. Is this a real man? I don't know. And I have followed the minutest details of a much more remarkable case of spectral illusion occurring within my private circle of friends. And I have followed the minutest details of a much more remarkable case of spectral illusion occurring within. So basically, they're seeing shit, or maybe not. Maybe they're feeling shit, but they're not seeing shit, right? It may be necessary to state, as this to last, that the sufficer, the sufferer, a lady, was in no degree, however distant, related to me. I don't know if you guys see this on the screen. Oh, and what I'm going to relate, lady, sufferer, was in no degree, however distant. Maybe I'll just smell the book and read this. A mistaken assumption on that head might suggest an explanation of a part. Oh my god, the time is gonna make me suffocate. Suggest an explanation of a part on my own case, but only a part which would be wholly without foundation. What? A mistaken assumption on that head. Whose? Suffer. Oh, the wife. Okay, alright. But only a part which would be wholly without foundation. It cannot be referred to my inheritance of any developed peculiarity, nor have I had ever before any at all similar experience, nor have I ever had any at all similar experience since. So he's talking about the past and current. It does not signify how many years ago, or how few, a certain murder was committed in England, which attracted great attention. We hear more than enough of murders as they rise in succession to their atrocious eminence. Oh, the Phantom of the Opera. And I would bury the memory of this particular brute, if I could, as his body was buried in Newgate Jail. Is that a real place? I don't know. I feel so clueless. This is sad. I'm sad. Oh no. I purposely abstain from giving any direct clue to the criminal's individuality. Okay. When the murderer was first discovered, no suspicion fell, or I ought rather to say, for I cannot be too precise in my facts, it was nowhere publicly hinted that any suspicion fell on the man who was afterwards brought to trial, as no reference was at that time made to him in the newspapers. It is obviously impossible that any description of him can at that time have been given in the newspapers. It is essential that this fact can be remembered. So basically, he's being trialed. Oh, it is called the trial for murder, right? Yeah, so he's a suspect, but he's not confirmed guilty. I see. Not confirmed guilty. Fair fair enough. Innocent until proven guilty. When the first murder was discovered, no suspicion, wait, what? Okay. When the first, as no reference, unfolding at my brekkie, my morning paper containing the account of that first discovery, I found it to be deeply fascinating, and I read it with close attention. I heard it twice, if not thrice. The discovery had been made in a bedroom, and when I laid down the paper, I was aware of a flash, rush, flow, adrenaline? I do not know what to call it, no word I can find satisfactorily descriptive, in which I seemed to see that bedroom passing through my window, like a picture impossibly painted on a running river. Okay, so he's thinking about the bedroom descriptions, perhaps. I see, fair enough. Visual images that randomly gets striked by dialogue, I suppose. I reckon. I understand. I sometimes get visual images stricken into my head as well. At melodies, particularly lullabies. Though almost instantaneous in its passing, it was perfectly clear, so clear that I distinctly, and with a sense of relief, observed the absence of the dead body from the bed. Oh, but is he in this room? Containing the account of that first discovery, I found that. No, he was just looking at a newspaper. It was in no romantic place that I had this curious sensation, but in chambers in Piccadilly, very near to the corner of St. James Street. It was entirely new to me. I was in my easy chair. Chambers? Piccadilly. What the fuck is that? I have to Google it. I'm sorry. Piccadilly? What is this? Pardon me? Bury... Oh, it's London. Alright. It's London. Shopping streets. He was reading this on the shopping street, perhaps. I'm not sure. Oh, God. Sorry. Alright. I want to drink my tea, please. Hear that? Very near to the points it was near entirely new to me, peculiar. I don't feel calm because at this hour I have to do something else. At this hour I have to do something else. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to fix my sleep schedule. And time can feel like the day can just run away from you. It's kind of like bothersome. Oh no, oh no. Maybe I'd be more fit for like smaller readings than this. Like I mean unless sorry, I kind of just got creative drive and listened to it, so alright. So but in chambers, what do you mean chambers? Chambers? Chambers. Show me some chambers. Please. Oh, a chamber actually stands for, basically a, alright, I'm just gonna paste this in the Discord. People are not gonna be very wary of what I'm doing right now, but that's alright. What's the John Dory? This. Hello. Ominous picture. Oba. Circus. Ooh, I like circuses. Well, I could Tamil melody, but we're not here for that. You know, a song's been actually stuck in my head. It's called, Stress Relief by Late Night Drive Home. Come back, don't me. It was entirely new to me. I was in my easy chair at the moment, and the sensation was occupied, or accompanied with a peculiar shiver, which started the chair from its position, but it is to be noted that chair ran easily on casters. What does casters mean? I don't know. I went to one of the windows. There are two in the room, on the second floor, to refresh my eyes with the moving objects on Piccadilly. It was a bright autumn morning. It was a bright autumn morning, and the street was sparkling. Oh, it was... Sorry. It was a bright autumn morning, and the street was sparkling and cheerful. Oh, how lovely. Okay, so wait, it was morning, yes. Oh, well, breakfast. Ah, yes, of course. Sorry, I'm fucking... It was a bright autumn morning, and the street was sparkling and cheerful. Yes, there was a lot of orange leaves, yes. The wind was high as I looked out and brought down from the park a quantity of fallen leaves. Lovely fallen leaves, which a gust took and whirled away. Whirled into a spiral pillar. As the pillar fell and the leaves dispersed, I saw two men on the opposite side of the way, going from west to east. They were one behind the other. The foremost man often looked back over his shoulder. The second man followed him. Were they friends? Perhaps one was a traveler guider? I don't know. The second man followed him at a distance of some 30 paces with his right hand menacingly raised. Ooh. Wait, what? Are they going fast? First, this is singularity and steadiness, this threatening gesture, and so a public forfeit attracted my attention. And next, a more remarkable circumstance. Now that is a pretty goofy pose. It's kind of hard to whisper. I'm sorry, this isn't that sus. I just want to fucking laugh my fucking ass off, because that is very fucking funny. Imagine some random fucking man just chasing you with his hand up. The more remarkable circumstance that nobody heeded in. Both men threaded their way among, they seemed to be friends, threaded their way among the other passengers with a smoothness hardly consistent even with the action of walking on a pavement, and no single creature that I could see gave them place, touched them, or looked after them. And passing, were they ghosts? Well, I doubt they were ghosts. Ghosts aren't fucking real, honey. And passing before my windows, they both stared up at me. Yeah, they're very real. Very Sufmen. I saw their two faces very distinctly. And I knew that I could recognize them anywhere. Not that I had consciously noticed anything very remarkable in either face, except that the man who went first had an unusually lowering appearance. Does that mean he had a menacing look? You know, he got that, she didn't order pickles, hun, face. Sorry. Not the face of the man who followed, or he didn't order pickles. And that the face, it's that meme. And that face of the man who followed him was of the color of impure wax. What is the color of impure wax? Yellow? Was he so impure wax? Or was he just ghastly pale? Was he desiccated? Oh, impure wax is very, very vice. Okay, so this man was very aghast, I think. What? If you Google impure wax, you get funny looking powder. So, paraffin wax? Colorless. Okay. Impure wax. I'm a bachelor. And my valet and his wife. What the fuck is a valet? I guess friend. And his wife constitute my whole establishment. My occupation is in a certain branch bank. Okay, so the narrator is a bank worker. Sir Bank a lot. And I wish that my duties as head of a department were as light as they were popularly supposed to be. They kept me in town that autumn when I stood in need of a change. I was not ill, but I was not well. My reader is to make the most that can be reasonably made of my feeling jaded, having a depressing sense upon me of a monotonous life. Yes, emptiness, always trying to fill the void, but with what? Newspapers. And being slightly dyspeptic. What does dyspeptic mean? Dyspeptic. Meaning, dyspeptic syndrome. Indigestion. Oh! Is this slow gut motor? It just says indigestion, yeah. Is a term used to describe lingering upset stomach. I could definitely be, you know how, depression can slow your brain motor? So you just move a little bit slowly, like a major depressive disorder. In the DSM-5, clinical depression can make you act a bit slow. And this is both physiological and it's a bit more complicated. If you ever want to know things about resources on mental health, I recommend Dr. K. Dr. K. Mr. Dr. K is very helpful. If I have nobody, I know I have Dr. K. And if I have no Dr. K or no ability to listen to another fella's voice or just a human being. The attention span of watching a video can be quite difficult sometimes. It can be overstimulating, you know. We always have PubMed, you know. We have Britannia government. Oh, great Britannia. Right. Yes, okay. So, powerful bank. Tally Hall. Being slightly deceptive, I'm assured, so he was a bit slow, emotionally in every way. He's a jaded bastard. Miss Via. I'm assured by my renowned doctor that my real state of health at that time justifies no stronger description. You know, he's just a little bit of a sulking little fella. Little chap. Okay. And I quote his own. He's a little bit barren. And I quote his own from his written answer to my request for it. As the circumstances of the murder, murder is fun sometimes, as in like the concept of it, you know, and literature. That's why people like watching horror movies. Get that natural adrenaline kick, honey. Gradually unraveling, took stronger and stronger possession of the public mind. I kept them away from mine by knowing as little about them as was possible in the midst of a universal excitement. But I knew that a verdict of wilful murder had been found against the suspected murderer, and that he had been committed to Newgate for trial. I also knew that his trial had been postponed over 1 sessions of the Central Criminal Court. So, this is London, yes, this is Central England. On the ground of general prejudice and want of time for the preparation of defense, I may further have known, but I believe I did not, when or about when the sessions to which his trial stood postponed would come on. So there was no specific time for the murder trial. My sitting room, my bedroom, and dressing room are all on one floor. With the last, there's no communication but through the bedroom. True. There's a door in it. My sitting room, bedroom, and dressing room are all in one floor. Yes, that's just having a one floor apart. That's the average apartment lifestyle, honestly. and with the last, there's no communication through the bedroom. True, there is a door in it. One's communicating with the staircase, but a part of the fitting of my bath. So his bedroom, his living, was above his workplace or under somewhere, I don't know. But a part of the fitting of my bath had been for some years fixed across it at the same period, and as a part of the same arrangement, the door had been nailed up and canvassed over. What? I don't understand this part. I cannot visualize it. I hate aphantasia. To be whimsy and have an imagination. I was standing in my bedroom late one night, I still see your shadows in my room, giving some directions to my, to my assistant before he went to bed. My face was towards the only available door of communication with the dressing room, and it was closed. My assistant's back was towards the door, and while I was speaking to him, I saw it open and a man look in. Oh, wait. So, was his assistant with him, or no? He was, yes. And it was closed. My servant's back was towards the door, and while I was speaking to him, I saw it open, and a man look in, who very earnestly and mysteriously beckoned to me. That man was the man who had gone second of the two along Piccadilly, and whose face was of the color of impure wax. Was the door locked? What's going on here? Saw it open. That figure, having beckoned, drew back and closed the door, would no longer pause. Why was the door open? Pause then was made by my crossing the bedroom. I opened the dressing room door. I have a feeling that Sir Banks-a-Lot has a murderer wandering his household or his quarters. I opened the dressing room door and looked in. I had a lighted candle already in my hand. I felt no inward this reminds me of Sans Henderson. Oh my god, nostalgia. Oh, nostalgia. Nostalgia. How could you still the scent of a candle? I felt no inward expectation of seeing the figure in the dressing room, and I did not see it there. Conscious that Derek. Derek, and said, I turned to him and said, Derek, could you believe that my cool sense... I remember names. If there's no names, I kind of struggle with stories. I don't like when stories don't have names. It's nice to have names. I like Derek. Derek's a nice name. The figure, having beckoned, drew back and closed the door, would no longer pause than was made by me crossing the bedroom. I opened the dressing room door and looked in. I had a lighted candle in my... I felt no inward expectation of seeing the figure in the dressing room, and I did not see it there. So he might be questioning himself if there was just a vision or something. Oh, just the door randomly opened. So it must have been the wind. Conscious that my sir assistant stood amazed. I turned round to him and said, Derek, could you believe that in my cool senses I fancied I saw as I there laid my hand upon his breast. Okay, so they're touching each other. So he's hold his hand, man. With a sudden start, he trembled violently and said, Oh Lord, yes, sir. A dead man beckoning. No, now I do not believe that this John Derek, my trusty and attached friend for more than 20 years, had any impression whatever of having seen any such figure until I touched him. Okay, we're gonna end it there. And that is, I believe, on page, what page is this in my book? Branch book. How many pages did we read? Oh, we read it quite... Read this. Okay. Alright. So, page 43, like about... I don't know. We'll continue this another time. So, I'm gonna hum you the Mother song. Nostalgia. 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 I don't know. I just like this melody. Can it go, please? Lyrics. Lyrics. Yes, please. Why, oh, why can't I put it in a bottle with the summer and a little bit of trouble? I say, why, oh, why? Nostalgia. Nostalgia. How I love ya and I hate ya. Nostalgia. Nostalgia. Your traitor was perfect then, but now it's heartbreaking. Nostalgia. You're a scoundrel. You even stole the scent of a candle. Oh, nostalgia. You're a hoarder. You even stole the gourd miner for nostalgia. Nostalgia. What would we do? No, wait. There's also this where it's like, why, oh, why can I put it in a vial and a needle? I would shoot it in my eye so I could see down the highway of the past. I wanna crash back, yeah. Nostalgia. Nostalgia. I really like that lyric where it just, nostalgia, you're a scoundrel. You even stole the scent of a candle. That is poetic. Love Mother. It's a band. I recommend it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for hearkening. Have a sufficient, I'd say, yeah, succinct day. Yeah. Just have a succinct day. Smile. I hope I didn't burst your eardrums, and if I would appreciate feedback, don't be shy to comment things that you disliked or things that you liked. If anything, I would probably be very happy if you gave me some approbation, but I understand, anxiety on the internet, being vocal is spooky, so yeah, that's fair. I can't force anybody to do anything. Take care. Thank you. Take it easy. Take a breather. And farewell. Auf Wiedersehen. Hello there, and auf Wiedersehen.